And they all say,
hey yo, God got me. Long story, small lobby. Broke elevators, but rich, mommy. I told her that while we was cheese liney. No looking back, go get your feet climbing. No quicksand, cause the streets grimy.
You should do live where people could call in, man.
You can.
We will
At
eventually.
some point. That's what
And listen,
season
all
2.
this shit right now.
Season 2.
Right now, everything is. You know what's the best? Yo, what you need to do is, and you're like, if you only knew how hard it is just to get this corny ass clip. See this cheesy shit I just did? It took me 3 days of no sleep.
Hell yeah, they don't know what their work is.
And like we were saying before, you're spending 8 hours thinking you're doing the flyest shit, and then it's like no feedback from them. You're like your own moms will be like, you're like, Mom, do you see the new podcast? Like,
So, oh, you let one out, Poppy? I didn't know.
Yeah.
That's the harsh realities of being an artist, man. An artist in general, you just got to put it out there and then.
You know how hard it is? You know how much I invited people when I first started doing comedy to come to shows?
You had the balls to invite people, bro?
That was the only way to get on.
I was like, nah, ain't anybody gonna see me for a couple of months. let me
work on it. You wanted to get good.
Yeah,
first.
let me work on
No,
this
the thing
shit.
is, as bringing shows, you have to. When we're bringing shows, you have to bring 2.
Yeah.
So you had to. So it was like, come on, bring your girl, bring her sister.
But even
so, talk about that though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go
As a comic, right?
Yeah.
Getting into the game initially, the
Right.
bringer shows. What is that exactly?
Well, bringing shows is you basically bring a certain amount of people depending on who the club is. Like the Comedy Cellar used to make me bring 7 to 10 because it was the Comedy Cellar.
You brought 10?
7 to 10.
So the comedy clubs, they kind of like pimp you in a sense,
yeah,
right?
they beyond pimping. Yeah, because remember now you're putting money in their pocket.
Yeah.
And you're not getting a dime
You don't
out
even
of
get
it.
a check. You don't get nothing.
You don't get nothing. You get 4 minutes on stage.
You get to put the Cellar on your resume, like
And this is how they get you. This is how they get you. Because you'll bring the 10 people, no check, no money. You did so well. You could do it again next week. They like me. They just want you to bring more.
Yeah. You're like, you rang up that register pretty good today.
Elijah, if you could bring 10 more next week, that
Yo,
would be
and
great.
you gas like, yo, they want me to come back. That's
Yeah.
You think it no.
They can give a fuck about your jokes.
And then the next week you come with 3 people, like, you know, Elijah,
yeah.
you have to bring more. We can't work like this.
Right.
How long do you have to participate in those bringers before they actually bring you in?
They'll do shit. You can never go in.
I've never heard of anybody who
they never graduate.
No such thing.
Everybody got left back.
Graduation is the bringer show.
But
that's it.
Until you fill up the room.
You just keep it because you're putting money in their pocket, bro. It's one of those. First of all, it's like on a Wednesday or some shit. It's
Wednesday
not the weekend
at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, so you're not really hurting them. That's actually just money in the bank for them.
So they were just gonna be there anyway.
Yeah, they're like, listen, we got to turn the lights on, so somebody might as well be here with some people.
While the janitor's cleaning up and shit from the night before.
You hear the janitor back sweeping. Ha!
Keep that one.
That's a good one, buddy. Keep that one. All right, if the janitor says keep it.
Yo,
keep
it's bad, man. That shit is.
And it depends.
brutal.
Caroline's used to.
It's brutal.
10 to 15 to do Caroline's open. 10 to 15.
So the more popular the club is, the more
Right.
people you got to bring in.
Right.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even
Yeah.
make it down.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The more popular club. I did as the bringer shows. I did the Cellar. I tried to do all the popular ones. The Cellar.
Yeah.
Out the gate.
Out the gate. Try to do the
He
Cellar.
thought.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do all the hot ones. They're gonna notice me right away. I'm going on tour with Eddie Murphy in a couple of months.
Well, we just jumped right into the episode. Will, why don't you bring us in today?
Should I do a comedy?
We have a
Here we
special
go.
guest, man.
Okay, we have a
this
special
is
guest.
going to be our comedy episode.
So
with
comedy
the proper
episode.
introductions.
As well as the movie episode, because Elijah does movies as well.
Yeah.
Bring
Okay, so
introduce this man, brother.
all right, here we go. Brooklyn Basement
let me-
Podcast,
hold on.
man.
Just a second to put on makeup and
He's
shit.
getting ready. He got it. As I introduced him, Brooklyn Basement Podcast. We want to welcome a special guest today. This is my man. I knew this dude for a long time. Very, very funny dude. He performs all over the city. I sound like a stage.
You're doing well. Don't stumble
Okay,
down.
he
nigga.
performs all over the city.
Don't fuck up my intro.
This is Brooklyn
Throw some of
Basement.
those credits in there, too.
Yeah, man.
We're going to talk about his movie and all that other stuff that he dropped. That's dope. So please welcome my man Elijah Bullock, y'all.
Thank you for having me.
That's
man.
what's up. Thank you for
Appreciate it.
coming.
the
man.
loud clapping.
Nah, in post.
Oh, season two.
Everything.
Little by little.
We get the call-ins, we get the claps.
Yeah. We need
All right,
a couple of more sponsors before that.
Thank
happens.
y'all for having me, man. This
dope,
is dope,
dope.
man. I've been waiting to come down here and kick it with y'all, man.
No, dope. How you been, Elijah? How's everything? How's
I'm
life?
good, man. This is, life is life, but we kicking it, and I've been trying to keep a smile and just
Keep it going.
keep your head up above water.
What me and Elijah have in common as comics is that we're still working comics, and I don't mean working stage comics. I mean working a job comics.
Yeah.
And
I'm running the business now, so.
Oh, for real? Oh, you got that far? Okay.
Yeah. So exactly, we're trying to mangle or juggle both things.
Because you got to survive. There's no way this comedy money is gonna, help you to survive.
Now, do you feel that when you do that, you're not giving it all to your comedy careers, or is it like?
You know what? A lot of people say that, but life is harder than what's expected. You know what I'm saying? You can say that when you live with your mom. So, I mean, if I live with my mom or pops, and I I could give it all, but when I got to pay rent, jokes ain't gonna pay the light.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what's
you're not gonna
tough.
feed your daughter a couple of one-liners.
No,
Look, baby, knock knock.
Two guys walk into McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like,
button up, baby, button up.
No,
I
that's
know we
the
on the
thing.
street.
That's the thing. That's the tough part. You want to follow your dream.
It probably would have been dope, like 17, 18, just pursuing your dream. But there's real life things happening where, like you said, you got to pay bills.
You started your comedy career a little later in life? You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, as soon as I graduated, I started doing comedy.
What age was that?
19.
Okay. See, I was just going to make that point. That's when you really have to start. When you're 16, 17, and go hard from like 16 to 21.
Yeah, I didn't go hard.
You go hard because that's the opportunity when you still live with mom and dad, and you're trying to find yourself. You go hard. But when after that you're just trying to fit in, get in where you fit in, and pretty much try to figure out.
I didn't go that hard. It was rough for me because I was coming from. I was born and raised in Staten Island, so that ferry and all that shit was. I wasn't driving back then. I was the boat coming home late at night from doing a show. Yo, bro, you missed that 1 o'clock boat, like 1:02, and you just at that glass, and that guy's just looking at you like, gotta get here earlier, bro.
almost made it this time.
And you there for a whole hour, waiting for the next boat.
But there is no
after midnight.
It was every hour.
What about the bus
hour.
would probably be even worse then, right?
There was no. It was either one way. It was like a fork in the road. You either gonna try to catch the bus route or you're gonna catch the ferry route.
Right.
So you taking chances, and that ferry was no joke at night. So then that was kicking my ass, and then just trying to maneuver that and just go to shows and come home, and it was just rough, bro. It was rough. So I didn't go hard like he said when I was 19 and 18. Plus I was doing. For 5 years straight, no one knows that I was just doing open mics. I didn't even do the bringer shows.
Oh wow!
Straight open mics. That's why I always
So what's
write.
the difference between the bringers and the open mics? You just sign up on those?
So sign up is a bunch of comedians in the room, and you working out material, but it's not authentic reactions
because other comics
want to get up and they. Waiting to get up, so they're not really. They're like,
hurry up.
Whatever you saying is going in and out the other, because they're in their head. They're working on. They're like, I gotta say this joke. I gotta do this joke.
Either that or the motherfuckers just playing. Hey, I wrote that a long time ago. That's really nothing.
Yeah. So it was never a good real feedback. So after 5 years of doing open mics, I finally got into an urban room, like finding out the rooms that Capone and all of them were doing, and I went to. What was it? Uptown Comedy Club when it was coming to the end stages.
Oh, back in, when Flex and them was on there.
Oof. It was coming towards the
Tracy was in there.
Yeah, all of them.
You burned. You burned.
I went there for the first time. I brought my boy with me. That was a mistake. Smokey's hosting, and it's like, all right, it's like amateur night. The first couple of comedians and amateurs, and bro, I bombed so bad. Remember, I'm telling you, I'm on 125th. I had to travel back with my boy.
That was the longest
ride. He laughing at me though. yo, that nigga laughing at you the whole time. You bomb. And I was like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
And this is already, you were 5 years into comedy?
But I was only
Yeah,
so
you didn't work that muscle.
Never worked that muscle. So I'm thinking everything in my mind is
it's gonna work.
That was the longest 5 minutes ever in my life. It was just, it was bad, bro. It was like a nightmare.
You always knew you was gonna be in comedy, or something that you picked up like in high school and you was like, yeah, like.
Nah, comedy was definitely something that was always in the family. So this is how I started to get introduced to comedy. My cousin used to come to the houses every weekend, and how he used to get paid was through beer. Like they were like, yo, we gonna come to the house this week and we gonna give you a beer. He was like, all right, fuck it. Come through and start doing show, start telling his jokes. Like he didn't have nothing written. He was just improv naturally for the whole night. Like this nigga had like more than an hour worth of material. So I would see this and I was just like, yo, that shit is dope. I didn't think of it as comedy at the time, because even though Comic View and all that was around, I was like, all right, cool. I never really thought about doing comedy until I seen Richard Pryor's stand-up.
Okay.
Sunset?
The Sunset.
Live on Sunset.
Live on Sunset. When I seen this, and I've seen Eddie Murphy's Raw. I mean, not Raw, the first one, Delirious. I was like, they were talking to me, and I'm like, yo, this is like, it felt something normal, and I was like, yo, now I'm gonna do comedy, and my cousin's he does comedy, but I thought about it as a smart person, like, why would you just do it from house to house? If you're funny, go to the garden. Like, you gotta go where you're only gonna get better. But he just went from house to house.
He was literally a house comic.
House comic.
He was a house comic.
He was a household name.
Yeah. That's terrible. And the funny shit is, he probably mentally prepared for this shit every week. I'm going.
That's what I'm saying.
He was on it, like preparing for it.
Or now, maybe some people they just have that ability to just let it go. Boom.
He
boom.
had it. You know, some people are funny.
Is he still the funny guy at the parties?
That motherfucker don't even come outside no more.
He ran out of material.
He don't think no more.
He's been writing. Yeah, you also do film, but so how did you went to school for film or?
Nah, never went to school for film. Just started doing it on my own. That's probably why they're not as good as they're supposed to be in my film.
But creatively, you have something in there.
I do have something in there, and it's just, it came with the territory that after I would do like stand up, or after I would, you know how you have that, you know when you do comedy, like I should have said this, I should have said this.
Right,
that was the whole purpose of starting to record and do skits, and because you're able to go back and plug in the things that you were missing, and that was the year around YouTube started to be a big thing in the beginning, because no one knew that this was going to be a YouTube sensation. You could come and get viral and start making money off of it. This is in the beginning stages, and that was the transition. I was like, yo, let me just start shooting film, because I heard a saying one time, why wait for the big companies to come get you to start doing what you want to do? You should just start doing it on your own.
Schultz did that, right, with his special. He put it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, because they were trying to restrict some of his material, and so he's like, you know what? He had to buy his shit back.
There's no more gatekeepers, man. That's it. We even with the podcast or whatever y'all guys are doing, even move, like there's no waiting for anybody. If you got a good enough brand, people are gonna gravitate towards it.
If you're not subscribed already, press that red button. It'll cost you no money. You ain't even gotta give me no weed. This is the Brooklyn Basement Podcast, where we talk real shit. And when you press subscribe, it helps us in the YouTube algorithm, so you can see us more often. So press that red button, because we need you to do that shit. Like right now. Please.
Another thing about when you decided to sign with big companies and people that got the money, you also kind of give a piece of yourself, like you give some of your creativity away, because now they're like, oh, you can't do this. You can't have a Corona, and you know what I mean? You can't do that. So you got to be mindful of that and be like, yo, you know what? I don't want to give away none of those rights. I still want to speak freely without having to be, because as creators, we just want to be us. And then when somebody caps that, it's kind of hinders us a little bit.
So it's like maybe like also like back in the days, you see like a comic on stage with a cigarette or a beer, and once you start removing those things, that's probably the thing that made them comfortable on stage, that gave them that little bit of extra funny, just kind of like. And then once you start taking, like you just said, you're giving away a piece of you. You
got to make that decision when the big
Not that I'm promoting smoking or drinking.
Yeah, right. But you got to make that decision when they come and ask you, yo, let's buy you out, and we'll put money behind you. Now you got to make a decision, bro.
Next thing you're on stage doing, hello, my baby, hello.
Dancing and shit.
WB. Doing that shit.
WB. Well, with Puffy and that Bad Boys of Comedy, he killed a lot of careers because of that. Because when you went on to Puff with the Bad Boys of Comedy, you wasn't allowed to do that material no more.
Oh, so they took the rights of that set?
They took the rights of that material, and then
you lying.
You're done. Nigga, and half of
really? You sure about that?
Yeah,
wow.
you can't use that material again.
What?
Puffy bought that material off of you for
which wasn't a lot of money, right? I would imagine.
No,
he's just
like
giving you the
$500.
Yeah,
for like 7 to 8
and a
minutes.
free hotel.
But you coming up with not even free. Yeah, well, a lot of them came from
out of town, whatever.
Right. But yeah, you couldn't go back.
Wow.
You couldn't use that material again.
But I think that was the case with all those shows, like the BT
Comic View, all that. Yeah, you can't.
But maybe not the rights of it, but
they probably didn't take the rights though. And Comic
View. What I'm saying is they didn't pay much. People think
Bad Boy just did it different.
They did it because they was making a DVD of it.
Right.
So they took the rights of it.
Puffy's such a scam.
He's good.
He knows what he's doing. He's like,
he's good.
And he said, take that.
He's basically using the music industry formula for comedians.
Comedy.
Like,
and
give me
niggas don't know.
Publishing
and when you don't know nothing, You're like, yeah, I'm going to be on TV.
All you know is you're going to get that check. Yeah, I'm going to be on TV like Mace, how he did Mace. He did Mace dirty. He didn't give him no rights.
Which in a way would make sense because a lot of those guys, you never really heard much from them after that. Right. So if you take away the fact they can perform the material that made them hot, right?
Right.
That's if this is true, it's kind of like
that's all they had.
Back to the beginning.
No, but think about how many comedians you've seen on Bad Boys that you don't see anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
A ton of them you don't see. Dave Foster. A lot of them retired on their own. They're like, that's great. That's the peak of my career. Bad Boys of Comedy. But a lot of them was like, I can't use that again. I got to start all over. I'm not doing that.
We have to research
that.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I'm not starting all over. And that's what it is. It's discouraging to start all over. So if you don't really love this,
because a set like that as a comedian, from what I've heard, is that even to build a 20-minute set takes such a long time.
Yeah,
right. It's not like you just.
It's not like you just come up with it. You have to constantly build at it. You know.
How long does a 20-minute set takes to develop where you feel?
There's no saying. You have to get comfortable within it, and even with my special that I just shot, that it was still some gaps that I could have closed on within that special.
Right.
But it was just that it was such a tough time for me. I just had to get it done. My father had passed away, and I was like, this is something that I need to stop playing around and just go for it. You know what I mean? Just that was one thing. And then another thing that people were saying, like, oh, we never seen you stand up. You always shooting skits and things like that. So it was all these emotions put in one where I was just like, let me just do something. And I was also trying to lift the family up. Like, listen, I know this is a tough time. Like I was telling you with my cousin, he came over to the crib and was joking and everything like that. We learned how to deal with pain and joke about it. That's what my family always did, even if it wasn't my cousin.
As the opener at the family reunion?
Nah.
He's headlining.
I should have used him at the special, but he wasn't available. He was he was booked somewhere else, so he didn't show up.
He was booked in the basement. He didn't go nowhere.
He's booked at Auntie's house.
Auntie, yeah. He's a regular at Auntie's. Right? So
but it was that we've always learned, even if it wasn't him, we've always learned to turn tragedy into comedy, and no matter what was going on. So then that was a big statement for my family, because that was my father was the backbone of the family, where like that was a big blow. So he's like, you know what? I was like, you know what? Let me just show the family, like, let's keep striving and keep going forward.
So in the special, you touch on a lot of family stuff that. Like,
it was about my upbringing and with how my father raised me and my childhood, and then how he was a big part in my life. So that's what the special is about. In the beginning, it's mostly the jokes that I wanted to get rid of and just fooling around with the crowd and things like that.
So let's say a set like that take to develop as far as getting the timing right, you know what I mean? Like
it also goes to how much we're performing that night, you know what I mean? Because if we're not getting up as much, you know what I mean? Like somebody who has a regular spot at the Cellar is going to get more reps than me because he's at the Cellar. He got 3 shows in one night, you know what I mean? Like,
so a guy like that maybe like 6 months.
I would take 6. It wouldn't take me
Shit
long.
on a regular?
Yeah,
Less than that.
Yeah, I would be killing.
3 shows a night?
I'm killing.
And in New York City, there's no excuse not to get up on stage every night of the week. Every night of the week. There's an open stage everywhere, every night, every day.
Right. It's just that we're traveling for hours. If we don't have one set club, and,
Yeah, then you jump up here. Go
here.
But a guy like that's not getting up regularly, maybe once a week, twice a week.
Nah, he's gonna take it. He's gonna
take like 8-9 months.
Yeah, he's gonna be. If he started at 19, he's gonna be 30 by the time he get that special going. Because you got to put the work in.
Shit, Bernie took 30 years.
Yeah,
Bernie took 30 years to be Bernie.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's not a joke. It's not. You got to put the work in.
I think Deion Cole, happy birthday yesterday. He took about 27 to get where he's at now.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work because they shun you. It's a certain look. It's a certain. Remember we talked about that last time that it was like I did this. They put me in this special and they was like, well, you can't be in it because your teeth are messed up.
Oh,
wow,
straight cold. Like
they hurt me.
Could have emailed me that.
Yeah. That nigga straight hurt me. That,
Damn,
well, no.
nigga.
The lady was like, "No, we're sorry. Your teeth is not proper etiquette for the."
But you know what the funny part is? If they really wanted you,
they would have fixed it.
They would have fixed it. They would have found a way.
Mm-hmm.
So it was always That's what I mean about the game. The game is get dirty, bro. They get dirty. If you had 1 million followers, she would have never said nothing about you.
Yeah, that's well, nowadays, that's a cheat code now.
Yeah, that's a cheat code because it's always about. But Capone told me that a long time ago. It's always about putting asses in the seats. So
yeah,
I was wondering why I was so fascinated with boxing, and I noticed that a lot of comics like boxing. Mm-hmm. Even Eddie Murphy's a big fan of boxing. I was just like, what is the correlation?
Even the training, like building the set, it's like getting up in those smaller clubs, sparring with,
It's just like boxing, and then you can have this whole team with you when you training. Right. Once you go out there, you on your own, bro.
When they go ding ding, is only you and him.
You.
It's you in the crowd.
Yeah,
as a comic.
Yeah,
you in the crowd. So once the ding ding,
and then they're on the sidelines, or you're the comics, you're like watching, and when you get down, they're like, yeah, this is where you fucked up at right here. They give us those little pointers.
When you sit,
like, fuck.
When you go watch the tape, like, this is, you could have did that a little different.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's taboo too. You have a hard time since you.
I hate watching myself.
Oh, okay.
And bombing probably hurts as much as a punch in the face, right?
Yeah. Bombing it. I haven't bombed in a while. Not this.
I mean, because you got certain things that'll keep you afloat.
Yeah. You got some certain go-to.
So you don't really. All right. Let's not say bombing. You didn't do good tonight.
Right. You didn't.
There's times where you don't.
At
this point, I don't think we're bombing at this point.
Now is that the crowd? Sometimes.
Nah, it's never the crowd.
It's never the crowd because it should always be a way to bring them in.
I just did a hood ass room the other day. I'm talking about searching, weed smoking in the basement, go through security. It was hood as fuck. And what I wanted to go in and talk about, because I had some jokes that I wanted to work on, it wasn't about just executing the jokes. And that would usually be my bullet point where I'm just gonna work on it. Fuck how these people, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you have to adapt to the audience. If a motherfucker is walking around with some fucked up shit, or we all see this. If a nigga trip, we see that. We have to adapt. You just can't go in there with your material and think that they're gonna just jump. They have to get a feel of you like, nah, he's in the room with us. Right. You know what I mean? So that's what I think that it is about, where you have to adapt to your audience, bring them into your world, and then sort of articulate what you want to get across to them. That's what I feel like. As opposed, like I said, years ago, I was just like, I'm just going to work on this joke. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. So you have to adapt to your audience. That's what I feel like adapting to your audience is like. Read the room. You might be with a bunch of old ladies, grown woman. Right. You can't just talk about, so my bitch sucked my dick. And then that's not going to work with them. You have to adapt to the audience and be like, well, my lady, you know what I mean? Because older women not gonna, they like, you listen, you say it one more bitch, nigga. I'm gonna walk out. So that's what I feel like it is.
You were talking about your pops that passed away, and you were you still had to push through and finish up on the special and all that. On top of that, from what I understand, like I've always heard like, a lot of the comedians that are the funniest usually are the most fucked up inside mentally.
You know, a lot of serial killers are
podcasters.
I think they have the same way a comedian thinks is the same way as a serial killer thinks.
It could possibly happen if it's the wrong,
I think the
But
mind's
you crave
really powerful.
you know what I mean? Oh, okay.
I think the mind's just super.
The mind is
super powerful.
Because you and I have had discussions about like subconscious and you know what I mean?
And imagine your man, like I was saying before, your man's trying to take over that. The control of the human mind. Yeah, that's why he bought Twitter. He wants that. Twitter's everyone's thoughts, right?
Well, he did say on Joe Rogan that he believes in that because he's saying like phones at this point is just an extension of us. Eventually, we'll kind of be like one with like let's say.
Well, yeah, it'll be in our heads. They'll place the chip.
Yeah,
in our
whatever.
Head.
So and he's like, it's just we're already
at that
there.
phone, I don't want my cell phone. I don't want no cell phone.
That's what is gonna happen.
But what he's saying is we're already there.
Yeah.
It's just it just hasn't gotten to that where like in between that
and where they're gonna insert the phone into.
However it is, you're probably as soon as you're born, they you know what I mean. They put the new
and they're building babies. You heard that they were manufacturing babies.
Mm-hmm. See,
it's getting weird, man.
No, they're gonna put
have a little android running around the crib. Come here, little Andy.
Little Andy.
Andy's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting weird.
No, but that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna
now, would you want an Android baby or Apple baby? You know what I mean? Like,
I want
because the Apple baby be like the prettier one. Android's like a little bam bam running around destroying shit. Fucking Android, fucking.
I should have never bought this son of a bitch.
Yeah, should never downloaded this little asshole.
That's interesting.
What would you want? You know what I mean?
Probably the Apple.
The Apple?
Yeah.
You guys say this shit like it's real. Like
I mean,
it might be. They might be watching this and be like, you know what? We should. It's a thought, man.
Well, everybody's gonna have their own company.
Would you put a phone case on it? You know, like a little kind of accessories where your child have.
Well, that's it. There's no phone case. The thought is gonna be the text. I'm gonna be able to text you from mind to mind.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, you have the chip. I have the chip. You're gonna know my thoughts, and I'm gonna know his without speaking.
I'm gonna be that old head who didn't upgrade to the new chip.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna still be. I got the flip phone, or you know, the old guy with the.
So the
flip.
way you die in the future is if you don't update your software, like you too stubborn, like you know what I mean.
I don't think I want to even be a part of the society at that.
You say that now, but.
I'm gonna want to.
They're already training you to do so. They're giving you the Matrix. They're giving you the iRobots. They training your brain.
So you're gonna get a chip in your head,
no matter what.
You're getting the chip.
You have no choice.
Right. Will probably needs one at this point.
Yeah, I need a chip.
Yeah.
I need 2 fucking chips.
Yeah.
I need potato chips, nigga.
Yeah.
I need 2 chips.
I need a family plan on my head.
Give me a family plan.
You need one of them unlimited Boost Mobile 5 lines for one deals.
I need 2 terabytes.
Yeah.
That's no. They're definitely gonna plant those in. They already did. How do you feel when you leave your phone home? You feel lost. You feel.
But that's what Elon was kind of saying. You know, it's so connected to you already. It's already an extended part of your brain or your body that you can't be without it.
But my thing is seeking detachment on anything. Have you ever, like he said, left your phone and just was like, I'm gonna just enjoy the day? That's the true essence of happiness, I believe. But
how else am I gonna get my Uber Eats?
Right.
You gotta walk there, bro, and go get it yourself. You gotta do a day without Uber Eats, man. And you're gonna be the first one to get the chip. He's gonna be like the first one. He's gonna be in
up.
Yeah, I'm telling you. What?
You
guys, need pizza. Put the chip in. I need pizza now.
I saw my aunt just texted me that I don't even see the video, but she said don't get your eyes scanned at the airport because who knows what's behind that shit.
Right.
So
it's more database. Kind of like when you download an app and you agree to those terms of service and you're giving up all your your voice. They downloading all that shit.
Well, the FaceTime is already that. The FaceTime running face recognition. You can't open your phone without your face. Yeah, you notice you can't open your phone if you close your eyes. Try to close your eyes.
Yeah, you can't do it.
I have an Android. I don't know about
okay.
that.
Well, you can't
let's
open.
Just throw this shit now. Let's just.
Well, yeah, you can't open the phone without.
What are you doing to my child?
Throw that little brat away.
Throw that motherfucker out of here.
No, but you can't even open the phone without your eyes. So it's already.
Would that be the future, like racism? You know, Like, no androids allowed. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be fucked up.
It's happening now. If I know this girl told me the other day, if a guy texts me and the text comes up green, I'm dead. I'm dead in him. Like,
and we're in a fucked up society.
That's fucked up. Right? If it comes up green, I'm dead in him. Meaning, if he texts me from a Droid, get your life together. Text me from my iPhone where it comes up blue. Because that's the difference between.
But at least let me know. Text me and let me know like you need to upgrade so I could upgrade my phone and then text you back.
So you sell out just for, you know what I mean?
Just for the girl. Not the girl.
I mean, we done a lot less.
You an Android user?
Hell no, I got 3 iPhones. Yeah. I shouldn't even be sitting by you. I think that shit is
Android. You know what it is? Apples are cool for like girls, like teenage girls and yourselves.
Of course, so that's what you would say because you can't.
I'm telling you,
because he's the height of a teenage girl.
Yeah.
No.
15-year-old.
Well,
he thought about that shit too. He's like,
you ever had an Apple phone ever? Like,
no, I don't like the way
it functions.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
And there's other people that don't like the way the Android functions. Mm-hmm. Some people say, "Oh, it's mad easy to use the Android compared to iPhone." I think it's the opposite. Apple's like,
I mean, I guess it's what you're used to at the end of the day.
I see babies with these things in their hand, like working it out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Babies.
Because apples are for kids,
right?
Yeah, when I guess you agree,
right? That's I know what you're saying. It's that simple.
It's just like a fashion statement at this point. Apple phone.
I did it because it's just easier to maneuver and take care of business.
The only thing I don't like about Apple is that you have to buy everything from them.
Yeah.
With Android, you could download all types of shit, or ringtones.
Yeah, I had ringtones.
All kind of shit that you shouldn't even hear.
Yeah, you can't have ringtones. You can't buy. You gotta buy it from the Apple Store, iTunes, to get a ringtone on your Apple phone.
Yeah.
With Droid, you could go to that Zedge. Is a.
See, I don't even.
That's what.
It's not my language.
No, that is your language. Zedge is
supposed to be on your phone.
Zedge is only for Google, only for Androids.
To do what? What is this?
Like ringtones and like message
yeah, but
things.
what are we? 1999? Who downloads ringtones?
Well, I like to do it to distinguish who's calling.
I thought about a ringtone the other day. I was like, it'd be cool because my phone was ringing and like 4 other people had the same freaking ringtone.
Right. Yo, you ever heard of that buying land in the metaverse thing? You ever heard of that?
I've heard about it. Yeah.
You ever heard of that?
I've heard about it.
I heard Snoop bought like land in the metaverse, cost him mad money. I was like, why? That's in the metaverse. That's because we're all going to be. That's what it is. They're going to transform our brain.
It's going to get crazy.
Yeah, it's going to transform our brain. We ain't going to know the difference between reality and meta.
And that's where those NFTs and all that stuff is going to come into play in the future. Because I used to talk about NFTs to people like, oh, that's why you buying some fake digital stuff and. I mean, I was like, and it's something that Gary Vee says, of course, also. Like, we're not there yet. And I understand that part because, like, look, 5-10 years from now when people are in this metaverse thing and I'll go to, come to my metaverse crib, and I go to your metaverse crib and you got some fly-ass painting that was a limited NFT back then that you can't get. Now it's like, it makes sense, like, oh, shit, you know what I'm saying? Now you can resell that or so on and so forth.
I think people are going to go towards the metaverse.
They got an NFT clothes and all that shit.
Escape reality.
Right.
They're going to be like, this shit is too... the grocery store. It's too much to deal with. I'm going to go shopping in the metaverse.
But they have that already, right? Because I saw some... Like, there's
people are doing it.
Where you could go to, like, I think it's Walmart in the metaverse where you shop and everything. Walking through the aisles, look at that. And then they send the shit to your crib or whatever.
That's crazy.
But you actually,
lazy,
but you actually could pick up an item and look like at the calorie count, like if it's a real fucking, and you're pushing your cart around the store and everything. It's like,
yo, good luck with these kids, man. God bless y'all, man.
These kids, they're gonna be.
Imagine when
they'll be flying.
Imagine bagging some metaverse bitches.
Oh, that's gonna happen too. There was a movie with I forgot which one it was.
Total Recall, one of them.
One of those where a guy fell in love with the chick in the metaverse, and then the guy, the person behind the female in the metaverse was an actual guy.
Ooh. Now that's a trans.
That was some
situation.
weird. Yeah, I forgot what movie it was.
I think it's Player One. I think it's called.
I didn't watch that movie.
Yeah, Player One. I think he's talking about.
But yeah, there was this. It's gonna get weird like that. Imagine if we have another shutdown and the metaverse is active.
That's what they're gonna do. That's when the next pandemic is coming.
Oh, shit, man. I'm over
here.
Get
a little metaverse bitch and have a little Android baby running around your house.
The only
It's
thing
over.
they haven't made legs for it yet. You ever been in Metal World? There's no legs. You're walking. This part is up. I have that Oculus shit. So
Yeah, I heard that shit is fire.
Yeah, the Oculus. But I get
You got some half body bitches over there.
They all have body bitches. Everybody's half body. And you walking around like that, and I tell you, like we was talking about last
Hasn't
week.
involved yet.
But they're gonna get to the point where you know how you can upload your face and all that and put it on the
Your own
like,
avatar.
Oh no, they
Yeah,
already
gonna
did
do
it.
that.
My daughter had me looking
Yeah.
like a 60-year-old dude from Ohio
Yeah.
with a fucking flowered shirt on. I was like, "Who's this?" Oh, that's
like,
you,
you, Daddy.
That's you.
And
Like,
that's how she sees you.
That's how she
that's
sees
what-
you.
Like, what? This got me looking like some old dude from Ohio.
That's how she sees you.
Yo, so the special is out, right?
Yeah.
It's up
Specials
on
on YouTube
Yeah.
underneath Elijah Bullock. Go check it out. It's I think it's one of my best projects yet, but there's more to come because I was still dealing with so much at that point, and like I said, I just had to get it done. And the next go around, there's just you're gonna get the gloves is coming off.
Nice.
Bro. So
You already started. You already wrote it.
I'm ready. I still got things to work on, but
Okay.
I know I want to go with the special, so I'm working on that now.
No movies, no nothing in the movies.
Working with the movies also. I'm working on another project, but I just want to. I don't want to throw out a movie just to say I thrown a movie out. I think I'm past that stage. Now I think it's more quality over quantity for me. Like I showed somebody one of the scripts that I have, and they was like, "Yo, this is dope, man. It's you got to work on this and that." But I'm just happy that you have a script present.
Right.
I'm just past that stage where I'm just
Right.
that doesn't do any. I gotta knock it out the park now. I'm
Yeah.
going to swing for the fences. So yeah, it's gonna be quality over everything right now because I think I got the legs to be the person that I need to be, and I just got to step up to the plate. That's it.
Elijah, man, appreciate you.
This is
coming
fun, man.
through. You
I hope-
family, so you won't be back. We just needed
It's
It's the beginning of the year. We still getting these episodes in. We
That's
got a lot
fine,
of shit
man.
lined up for the rest of the year, and we just trying to slowly introduce the family into the new people logging on and checking out the episodes.
Cool.
And so that as we grow, we're all growing, together and make it
And
like
put the
a-
filter on me.
which filter you need? A tall filter?
The
or-
one on,
He wanted give him the Puerto Rican filter. He wasn't
Yeah.
Puerto Rican.
You want the light skin?
Give him the Drake. Give him the Drake filter.
give me a filter, man. Come
And
on.
please, man, the however many viewers we got right now, go to the YouTube page, man.
Yes.
Check out that special because Elijah
Yeah,
worked
definitely.
hard on
Hard on
it.
it. Yes, I
and he works
did.
so hard on everything, and he gets it in his mind a lot. So
I do.
show him appreciation. Give him a little thumbs up in the comment section, even if it's
Or even
one.
subscribe, man.
Subscribe.
Please.
All it takes is one subscription.
Right.
I've actually kind of want like 10 of them more. But
Slow down.
So one at a time. One at a
Our listeners are some lazy motherfuckers. They don't really subscribe to our shit.
Yeah, they just pass our shit.
I'll be looking at the analytics and be like, 89% of your viewers are not subscribed. I'm like, damn, this is my family members.
Like, damn, I'm just hit subscribe. Just the thumb. Just
You know
hit the
how
thumb.
lazy you gotta be to you're on your phone, bro. Just hit the like button.
That's
With
crazy.
that being said, hit the like button on this video. Check out
Yes.
Elijah's page.
That-
What's the
yes.
name of the special?
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? Put that on the Google search.
Yes, sir.
The YouTube search.
Right.
And let's get that algorithm popping.
Yes, thanks
Definitely.
for having me.
Brooklyn Basement Podcast, man. Another episode. I don't know what the third of this year?
We're just banging them out.
Just keep going. Just don't even stop. keep tuning us in. Subscribe to us too. This guy.
Yeah.
Damn it. We're trying to do this.
Yeah.
So we're here.
Subscribe.
TikTok, Brooklyn Basement Podcast. Instagram, Brooklyn Basement Podcast.
The Instagram is getting up there. I've been watching that.
Yeah. It's
You know what it is? Because I just
He been
learned-
watching it, but he ain't hit the subscribe.
No.
button.
No.
He didn't hit the like or the subscribe.
He share shit.
I know. I learned. I just learned how to share. I just learned how to share. Like when you post something,
And that's why your daughter put you as a 60-year-old fucking...
Listen, when last week we was talking about Ice Spice, right? And the whole time I'm thinking Ice Spice is one of the Spice Girls.
Oh,
This is how old I am. Like Ice Spice. Which one of those Spice Girls is those?
Which one of the Spice Girls was that?
And then they show the pictures. Oh, the little curly head girl that be like
The one that looks like Julio. Why am I
she looks like
stuttering?
Julio. You said she looks
The
like
hair.
Julio? Yeah.
She looks like Julio.
Yeah, Not that she. Never mind. I'm
Forget
gonna
it.
have
It
to
sounded
delete
wrong.
this.
They have the same hair. They have
Somebody
the
else
curly.
made that joke and it just kind of made me laugh at the time, and I thought maybe I could use it and make you guys laugh, but apparently.
But I don't even know you talking about. Who's the girl?
Ice Spice.
You thought I was feeling you? You know, I thought I was feeling you.
Oh, that's her name.
Ice Spice. That's
I just
the
know
name.
her
Not
lyrics.
Ice Spice. Ice Spice.
Ice Spice.
So it's
not
Ice
the
Spice.
Ice Spice. Ice Spice. You thought I was feeling you?
It's not an Apple app like Ice Spice.
No. I got it. I'm good. I got it.
We should have wrapped up before.
This is the Brooklyn Basement Podcast, man. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in every week. We here every week. This is what we do. Again, thank you again, Elijah Bullock, for coming through, man. We appreciate you. Of course, my partner in crime, AR, as always. Thank you, A, for coming through and doing what you do. I know he says I don't watch it a lot, but...
And I'm going to wrap up with this one. As a guy that, edits and, you know how hard it is to work on an episode for hours and days and send it to your boy thinking like...
He's going to watch it.
And he's going to watch it. He's going to like this transition right here. The way I made him sound good. And then it's be like a week later, be like, yo, check out that episode? Nah, not yet. And it's like no feedback. It hurts.
It hurts.
Yo, when you in the basement or whatever, like when you're in your apartment mixing and stuff, like ooh,
yeah,
he's feeling
He's hype.
Yo,
What the nigga
yo,
say?
babe, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Hey, babe, wake up! Oh, fuck.
Look at the font I use on the fucking title. Nothing.
He calling his boys 1 o'clock. Yo, you up? I want to send you something, bro.
It's only 10 seconds. You can go back to sleep. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you ain't gonna believe this shit.
Yeah, you ain't going.
We're going viral this time.
This is all viral editing.
It's 3 views. Me.
Watching it again and again.
3 different devices.
Just to hype it up.
Viral in my crib.
Hey yo, God got me. Long
house is
story,
viral.
small lobby. Broke elevators,
man,
but rich
Brooklyn
mommy.
Basement Podcast
I told her that while we was cheese liney. No looking back, go get your feet climby. No quicksand, cause the streets grimy. We thought the world was ending many times to speak kindly. They said that's why every cousin slept by me. But never had the dream to go get jet probably. Cause I was the only one that woke up in the sweat, ready outie. I just got here, but I'm next in line. My name went from loose leaves to movies with crossing eye. Skip.